there's some of y'all just so worked up about the hard time you're having in solo shuffle because you don't listen to me. Why don't you listen to me? Breaks my fucking heart how you don't listen to me. How many times do I have to walk you guys through this shit so that you get back to having fun? Huh? But it doesn't matter because I got you. You're mine now, family. You got you a really, really fucked up YouTube boyfriend. I'm going to walk you through it again because you're getting all upset. You're not having fun. Don't let them take your fun. Okay? And the issue is you're not understanding the situation. That's what it is. Let me break it down for you. And once you see it for what it is, you're going to get back to having fun, okay? And we'll go back through what you need to do so that you can get back to having fun in that solo shuffle, all right? Here we go. Now, look, a lot of y'all just sit out here running in circles, and here's the problem with this, right? You're running in these circles, and it doesn't seem like a big deal now. Okay, but what happens is you're going to go in there, your DPS isn't even going to pump defensives, your UI is going to shit on you, or maybe you're just not warmed up yet and someone just explodes and now they're flaming you, right? And now you're going to come out into this huge lobby of dragon ass and people jumping around. It's going to be sensory overload, going to tilt you like an old 1950s pinball machine. All right, you don't need that. You got to get a queue space. Don't I tell you that? And Dragonflight has the best queue spaces. You guys think this is just some joke, but I'm telling you, you need a fun and tranquil area to come into so that you can recover from your solo shuffle round. Just try it. I think you'll be surprised how awesome it is. And if you're one of those DPS waiting in those 40-minute queues, and you don't have anything to do, check out my fishing guide if you want one of these auto mounts. But just beware of otters. Yeah. Oof. Now look what you've got here, huh? You got your Q space. You got your stunning Mog. That just makes you realize how fucking awesome your guy is. And how cool you are. And it just feels great, right? Don't just come in after work or getting chewed out by your old lady. Log on and jump into solo shuffle raw, okay? That's begging for trouble. Q space, T-Mog. Also, let me point out a few other things that they don't show you in the fine print. Let us take a quick trip to my favorite PvP website, Drustvar.com. Link in the description if you want to check it out. One of my favorite places to come when I just want to see what's going on, right here, this activity tab. And let's take a peek. Now, the last 72 hours in the US will have been Memorial Day weekend, a big holiday weekend, a lot of people off, a lot of people available to play a lot of Warcraft. So, and if you can just, look, you can click on here and it's going to tell you over the past 72 hours how many games were played. Okay, so 14,486. Pay attention to that number because it wasn't long ago that I made a video and I said this. But I wanted you to see a clear indicator, YouTubers. A clear indicator of what's coming. See that flag flapping? That's the winds. The winds of change. And it's coming. I don't know if you're ready for it, but it's coming. And there's a lot of people it's going to upset. It's going to make people mad and feel frustrated and disoriented. But solo queue PvP mode is going to become the dominant PvP mode in World of Warcraft. Holy fuck, the hate that I caught for that video. People whispering me, telling me I had no idea what I was talking about. Arena was going to explode, and solo shuffle was just going to feed people into 3v3. So just remember, those of you that were dumb enough to think that, stay tuned. But 2v2, 14,000 games. And look, it'll even break it down by class and specialization. So proud of my 631 Holy Pallies. If you're stepping into twos as a Holy Pally, you have no fear. Now let's check out the boosters and twitchies down here in the 3v3. 12,984 games played. This mode is fucking dead. This number really highlights a big problem when you see the feedback in the PvP community. Because one of the things, if you go to the World of PvP subreddit right now, there are people that'll tell you, dude, threes are ballin'. Threes are great. So much better than solo shuffle. Okay? But look at how unique of an opinion that is. But the problem is they don't realize that it's unique. They think that that's actually truth, that 3v3 is actually better than solo shuffle. No one's playing this mode but the people that are addicted to it. And, you know, we should leave it for them so that they can just buy boost and stream and just farm each other over and over like honestly they do every night anyway. So just leave this mode for the Twitchies and streamers and all the little sweaties that need their special mounts, okay? Because God knows they need something. It's an angsty bunch. I know this is going to be really hard for some of you. I have a rest in peace 3v3 video where we officially buried this game mode. For those of you who need to process your grief, I'm there for you. And I don't love you? Of course I do. Now, let's check out RBGs real quick because this is going to be interesting in the fact that it's even deader than the other two dead modes. All these three modes, tick-tack dead. All of them. These numbers make it crystal clear the community as a whole isn't jumping on this game mode. Now, the second you make a RBG shuffle, it will explode. I don't care if you make it 6v6, 10v10, it doesn't matter. Most of the people that are playing WoW PvP actually don't care about some huge big number. That's very important to a small percentage, but most of us really want to have fun more than anything. And this is why people don't play these modes, because they're not fun. It's not fun to be boosted on, carried over, and routinely shit on by guys that play this game for a job. Okay, you cannot take your new players that are trying to learn a game and throw them into a Twitchy stream to get farmed. Okay, so 2v2 we had 14,000. 3v3, we had 12,000. RBG, we had 15. Now, solo shuffle, the only thing that matters. Here we go. 15,000 lobbies, 92,000 rounds. And so here we are in the only game mode that matters now. And look at the breakdown. It's just incredible. 11,690 Holy Pally games, 50 grand. Between monks and Mistweavers, wow. Look at the difference in healer disparity here. Let's look at this breakdown real quick because it tells you a lot about the World of Warcraft PvP community. Whatever these guys say about being competitive or we like competition, the reality is people like to do whatever's easiest. They play whatever's overtuned and they play the shit out of it. And they wait and tuning heavily plays into what's being played. Look at the disparity. 50,000 disc games versus not even 12 Holy Pally. 10 Evoker, almost 30 Monk. I mean, this disparity right here, even between disc and Monk, this is just insane. And so but it does show you that the community, like a large part of the World of Warcraft PvP community, isn't interested in mains. They are playing whatever is completely overtuned, and they're playing a lot of it. The fact that boomkins are even this high tells you how overtuned they are, because the boomkins are never that popular. Now, you know, warriors and DHs, people love the controller classes. That's what these are. These, if you like to play Warcraft with the Xbox controller, Demon Hunters and Warriors are the class you want to play. My only problem with the Warrior class is it's got crazy offense, crazy defensive utility. I mean, I've seen Fury Warriors heal for more than blood DKs, and it's like these guys are like, dude, I'm badass. But it kind of feels like the kid on the bike with training wheels talking about how fucking fast he's going. You know, it's like, yeah, dude, Blizzard's giving you everything in like 6 buttons. And guys are pushing 2.1 on Xbox controllers. And these guys are talking about how awesome this class is. Look at me big warrior, me big dum-dum. So it's good. It's good to have classes for the morons and their Xbox controllers. If a warrior or DH ever whispers you and gives you shit about your healing, just whisper back to them, sorry, not all of us can play on controller. That's it. And then just let it go. And they'll be like, dude, it's actually really hard. But actually, it's really not. And you can scroll down through here and see the truth of it. Now, you see this, and the first response from the community is always to do the thing that we have to stop doing, right? What do people say when they see this? Well, you need to nerf warriors, and you need to nerf Disc Priest by a mile, and probably Mistweaver, and then you got to bring these healers up, right? And then we get this bounce. But you know what? That never works. Okay, so first off, let's just start. We have to exclude some people from this conversation because I've actually seen people say that balance hasn't been that bad this expansion. I've seen that. People have actually typed that out in forums and stuff. And I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm a new content creator, so I'm still learning. And I don't know what we do with people that are that fucking stupid. I mean, you can come look at the numbers and see that balance has been awful. I mean, go look at the ret patch and you'll see this number jump up to about like 70K. Okay, because this is just a flavor of the month chasing community that they're just going to play whatever is easiest to get to some number. So there's two solutions that need to be implemented, and I don't know why they won't do this. The first one is that rewards need to become based rather than just hitting 1800, because it's quite clear that some classes are just way better at that at some points than others, and it will switch. You know, the Holy rework might make Holy Paladins the more popular healer. Whatever is the easiest, the PvP community will flock to. Between the complete inability of Blizzard to balance it. And let's just say, whatever you think about what needs to happen balance-wise, whether Disc Priest should be nerfed or everybody else should just be buffed up to where they're at, whatever you think about what needs to happen balance-wise, and this fucking community drives me nuts. These guys rip each other over balance all the time. Just stop. Okay, let's just put whatever you think the balance changes need to be, put that on the shelf. Blizzard cannot balance their game. I have said this in video after video, and we're constantly pitched this, well, as soon as the Holy rework's done, we're going to be in a good place, but that's just not true. It's just not going to be true because that's going to throw everything out of whack. And then people getting their 4 sets is going to throw everything out of whack. And we have been, even if you think there are periods where the balance has been decent, you have to still admit there are consistent patterns where it's not. So having a reward system where all these specs compete for the same number and same line is ridiculous. When you can't balance your game and you have a community that dives into whatever's flavor of the month, you need to have a system that accounts for those two things. So all you need to do is make it so that these specs and rewards are based off the top percentage of specs, so that balanced druids are only competing against other balanced druids. That way, these 2,402 combat rogues, the top 20% of these guys should be getting rewards, because they should get rewards too for not playing what's flavor of the month. And then people won't have to go play what's flavor of the month because getting to 1,800 won't be the goal. It'll be being in the top 20% of your specialization. So the whole get to 2.1 or get to 2.4 has to change because it's way easier to do on an Arms Warrior than a Frost DK. And these Frost DKs at 1,800 might be really good players. They might be a lot better than these 2.1 Arms players, but what? They don't get an award, so rewards have to be moved into rewarding the top percentage of each specialization. It just needs to happen. And then if your class like Holy Pally's down right now, it's not as bad. Let me just click on Holy and show you what I'm talking about. Look, if you come down here to, let's just say the top 100 Pallies, if you're at 1,800, you're up here in the top 100 Pallies. Whereas, let's look at Disc Priest. But look, then you come over here to Disc Priest and you get down here to the top 100 and it's over 2K. My official position is the more great healing specs, the more healers, the lower the queue times, the better for the game. And there's a Holy rework coming, so I'm not upset about the disc thing. But what I'm saying is this pattern keeps happening and it's bad for the game because people get discouraged on their class that they want to play, and they should be encouraged to participate too. So moving the rewards per specialization has to happen immediately. So in closing, this is the cycle that keeps happening. Whoever's flavor of the month, and look, it's Disc Priest now. We've had plenty of seasons where it's been Holy Pally. And whatever you think about balance buffs, this situation where there's some specs that are just way overtuned compared to other specs keeps happening. That's just a fact. Obviously, if Blizzard could do it, if they could perfectly balance their game, I think that's an illusion, and I actually don't think people want that as much as they say they do. But let's pretend that that's all true. I think Blizzard would do it if they could. They obviously cannot. So the best solution is to develop a system that accounts for that, rather than just pretending that at some point after a rework or after tier sets hit that we're actually going to achieve some perfect balance. It's not going to happen. Just move the rewards and reward the top 20% of each spec so that, people have some incentive to play Frost DK. If you play a Frost DK, you need help now. It's official. Okay, they have no idea what to do with this spec. They still can't get it. I just don't know. But there's still people that do it. And at this point, it's a you problem. You know that's true. Don't get upset. But if you're still pushing a Frost DK right now, just know that resilience is a trait that you have in spades. I'm still going to heal the shit out of you. I believe in you, champion. But you need to talk to somebody. Okay? You need to talk to somebody about whatever is causing you to do this. All right. We've covered all that. We're all set up, we're feeling great, and we're ready to head in there. Aren't we going to have such a good time healing in Solo Shuffle? Yes, we are. We are going to have a great time. Look, I'm 1527. People will tell you that's awful, he sucks, he has no idea, he shouldn't even be talking at that level, and that's fine. Okay, that's a completely reasonable opinion to have. But there's another perspective too. Another perspective is that what this game actually needs is actually more healers between 1500. We need more healers down here at the lower levels, because lower level healers, eventually, if they keep playing, become higher level healers, right? And this game just needs a shit ton more healers anyway. So if you're stuck at 1200 or you're stuck at 1100, you can't even win a round of Solo Shuffle. You going in there and trying is more important than having another 3,200 healer. We don't need another 3,200 Holy Pally ever. There's plenty of them. They're handsome, they're young, and they're going to be around for a long time. But what we do need is a bunch of new healers. And if you're not into Holy Pally, that's fine. My ult, okay, you know what? You guys have been so patient about my ult. Here's my ult. So my ult's a druid. Isn't that awesome? And his name's BONADO, and he's super awesome, changing into forms. The tree form just kills me, and I gotta tell you, I got a little thing for the boomkin form too. So we'll see what that turns into. But one of the things Blizzard just does amazing in this game is make awesome classes. So I've been having a great time on my druid, the hots and all the it's so different from paladin. And I think that's just something I love about Warcraft the most. Just the difference from playing class to class is just spectacular. Class development is something this game does better than any other game. I will go to my grave saying that. I haven't got around to him as much as I'd like to because the Holy Pally rework's coming up, and I want to be on top of that, have a fresh guide ready to go. So he'll be on the back burner until the rework's done, but he's coming. Stand by. F5 BONADO incoming. I'm trying to cover like Holy Pally, the PTR, and you guys are shaking me down about my ult. Okay, so we're coming in here, right? We're warmed up. We're excited to see everybody. We have a good understanding that even people that play the game a lot are kind of at low levels on their ults and stuff right now. So you can be playing against people that are pretty good, even in the, lower levels. And as the season goes on, that'll get better. We also understand that some people play this game a lot more than others. So have reasonable expectations and really, really... Oh, God, do I have Cleanse the Week? Yep, going to want that. Going to need that Cleanse the Week. Going to go ahead and put a beacon on myself because I'm going to be cleansing so much shit. Don't touch. Go. There. They're starting on my lock. Got that right now. I'm going to just hold on. Get glimmers out. Okay, let's go ahead and get behind here. Oh, we're going. What's that clone? Watch the clones. Cleanse all that shit off. Healing my man up. Oh, there's the mind games. Freedom. Freedom for that warrior. Go, warrior. He's got him low. I should have given that out earlier. Get that. Get that. Repent off that. That's good. That's his trinket. That's a stun. Maybe that wins us the game. I got to get in wings. Okay, perfect. Good. See? And you just do the best you can. And that other healer played great. Everybody did their best. Shit just doesn't go your way sometimes. So don't get yourself all worked up, champion. You're doing great in there, okay? There's a lot to learn. It's a hard game. And if you're just getting clapped over and over, that's exactly what we need, okay? There's plenty of people going 0-6. If you go 0-6 and you need a little therapy, I'll leave you a link. I got a video just for that because I know how much it fucking sucks. But that's how you learn, okay? This game doesn't need a bunch of high-level elitists. It needs a bunch of people having fun. That's when the community feels awesome. That's when the game feels awesome. Don't I tell you to get back to having fun? But you don't listen to me. But you're going to learn to, family. I promise you that. Oklahoma out.